Alright, so here's my black trans truth. Um, since I was 10, I was writing films, I was writing TV shows. I would submit them to places that would steal them and never contact me. I'm not saying I created these things, but I definitely influenced a lot of TV shows like Star, Empire, Pose. In 2006, I met Jana Mock for the first time. She would hang out at HMI. HMI is where I interned. Harvey Milk High School is where I graduated high school. I graduated very late because I was bullied in my old high school. I was dating guys that would lie about us dating, and people would call me crazy and things like that. So I exited that school and went to somewhere else. Harvey Milk is a trans affirming school. It's a LGBT affirming school and things like that. So fast forward 2014, I started working for Global Action Projects, working with them. I wasn't working for them yet. I did Super Friends. Super Friends was not paid. I never understood why it wasn't paid. I argued for years to pay people for Super Friends. They never did. They would pay people for like CMIA, stuff like that, where they would hire strangers to work for us. Not strangers, but like people, organizers. And it was a good program, but it was just like, why pay for this when Super Friends is what's really bringing us the power? And then in 2016, I created Overstigmatized. Overstigmatized is a film where I play a ghost named Kelly who died and came back to haunt her ex-boyfriend. India Moore was in that film. Devin McGlow was in that film. We went to an event with Global Action Project, and we met Jana Mock there. She was very shady. But she played nice. I'm like, oh. I was like, yo, like, I really look up to you a lot. You said something about stigma, and it inspired some things in me to write Overstigmatized, and I did that. And I gave her a flyer with the movie on it, and she was like, oh, okay, it's out. Never heard from her again. A year later, Pose is created. India Moore is in it. And in 2016, I got my first apartment in the Bronx, because at this point, Global Action Project finally hired me. Still wasn't paid my worth. I'm an editor. I create music. I write films. I'm a teacher. I'm a facilitator. My resume goes do. And I was only paid like $15 an hour, but a white gay man was the executive director making all the money. So, where was I? Yeah, so India lived with me in my apartment for a while. She would book things like Gucci and Prada, and wouldn't even tell me about it. I would find out her on Facebook. I would be like, girl, why you ain't tell me this? Oh, because I didn't think it would be happy for me. And I'm saying she because we talked recently and got into an argument recently, and I referred to her as she and sis a few times, and she never corrected me. They use they, them pronouns for clout. I'm not disrespecting anybody that uses they, them pronouns, but she never used them because she felt like she was the they, them. She used that to get more attention on her. And I know her. I was also in somewhat of a relationship with Devin Lowe at the time. This is my black trans truth, by the way. Because people keep saying I'm lying. People keep saying I'm crazy. People keep saying I have a mental issue. I don't. I'm not crazy. I'm telling you the truth. Anzia slept with Devin while she was helping me get over him because he broke up with me because he wanted to be a slut. Yeah. And they tried to cover it up by... She tried to cover it up by introducing him to his current girlfriend. And I'm not mad at nobody. I don't care. I still love Devin. That's my homie. What's up? I don't know why you mad at me, but whatever. The truth is the truth. And Indy Moore is still my sister. That's still my little sister. But the truth is the truth. So, fast forward, Pose is created without me. Janet Mock is the writer on it or whatever. They stole my ideas for season 2. All this stuff. And people want to say, oh, you oppressing them. You making them feel bad. I was depressed for years, to 2016 to a few years ago. Until like a few months ago, honestly. Until like a few weeks ago, actually. I was depressed from 2016 to 2020. Because they oppressed me first. So, Black Trans Media hired me to be their editor and creator of Black Trans Truths. And I thought they were hiring me as a partner. And maybe that's my mistake. Because, like I said, my resume is do. And you're not going to make me work for you when I'm doing most of the work. Where we doing that at? And all I asked was put my logo on my films. My logo could have been right here, TRTM, and y'all logo, Black Trans Media, could have been right here. That did not happen. They was like, oh, you're not, this isn't trans media. This is Black Trans Media. Okay. Bye. So, who's oppressing who? Because I didn't oppress them. They oppressed me first, like I said. So, Tabitha was there. She tried to mediate. I was like, yo, we could be like Disney and Disney and Pixar. Like, we could be dope together. No. We Disney. Pixar, get out of here. That's basically what they said to me. So that's why I'm not working with Black Trans Media anymore. So whatever their lies they telling, and Luce Lincoln was friends with Cara, who was the director at Audre Lorde Project. I was paid $300 and I was supposed to be paid $200. And I opened my big mouth to Luce and was like, oh, I think Olympia paid me a little more extra. I don't know why. And then I guess Luce opened his mouth to Cara, and then that's why Olympia got fired. Because the truth came out, like, that she was forging checks and stealing things. And I stole things from Go Back Project. I don't give a fuck because they ain't pay me my worth. I stole Metro cards. I used the Uber Eats. I used the debit card for my personal Uber Eats. Yes, I did. Because I was paid less under my worth. Sue me. Oh, and they made me pay it back, actually. So they can't sue me because they made me pay it back. They ain't firing me. They made me pay it back. So, who's oppressing who? I'm trying to understand that. Like, how am I oppressing India? How am I oppressing Black Trans Media? How am I oppressing Luce? How am I oppressing Global Action Project? They oppressed me first. And then India also sold my ideas to Lena Waithe. So, and then when I tried to tell Lena Waithe what happened, she blocked me. So, I'm not mad at nobody. I love all these people, but they need Jesus. I'm not mad. I'm living my best life right now. I moved to North Carolina. I'm happy. I'm free. I'm no longer depressed. My best friend told my mom that I was doing some crazy stuff. I don't know what the fuck she was talking about. I walk back and forth. I pace back and forth when I'm creating ideas. That's how I work. I'm creating a film called, I'm blanking on the name because I had to change the name because it was originally Nikki and Nyla in Quarantine, but my so-called best friend, who now has my job that I used to have, is no longer my best friend. So I changed the name to Helpless Beings in Quarantine. And I would pace back and forth when I'm creating ideas. I would laugh at myself because I'm creating things and ideas. And she told my mom, oh, I think she needs to go to the hospital again because I think she's mentally unstable. And she's saying things about India that's not true. Or whatever the fuck she said to my mom that made them call the hospital on me. Went to the hospital. They gave me antidepressants. I left in 2 days. So... yeah, I'm not gonna talk about my creative ideas anymore. I'm copywriting all of them. I'm not trusting people like that anymore. I'm not sitting at tables discussing at creative things like, oh, come to this creative writing workshop. Why? So I can steal my ideas? No, no thanks. I'm good. So yeah, that's my Black trans truth. And we could have settled this. Like, I have $2 in my bank account right now. I'm living off of my grandparents. I'm living in my grandparents' house. My boyfriend lives 2 hours from me, so he comes and picks me up. We chill sometimes, but that's about it. I'm broke right now. I get one last paycheck from Global Action Project, and then I'm out. So that's life. That's truth. I'm not oppressing nobody. They oppressed me first. I was depressed since 2016. I'm finally happy because the truth came out. And that's the truth. The best is yet to come. So, see y'all later. Thank y'all so much for listening to me. And I didn't want it to be this way, like I said. People owed me money. They never gave it to me. Janet Ma could have easily just sent me money and could have shut me out. But no, she'd rather go to court. So we going to court. That's it. I love y'all. Thank y'all.